Now we play the waiting game because I'm a DPS. Because I'm a dumbass for being a DPS. I mean, the thing is, I don't want to... I mean, it's not to say I don't want to tank and a pug, but I also don't want to... I don't know. It's not that... The idea of streaming while tanking just makes me feel weird. I don't know why. It makes literally no sense. What do I still have left? North Shroud and North Shroud. Have I even gone into North Shroud at any point? I totally haven't. Okay. Can I get to North Shroud from here without going through level 30 territory? East Shroud. Nope. Okay, well, I'm just going to pay for another trip back there so I can go to North Shroud, so I can kill the thingies. It's not like I don't have, 10 minutes to kill. Now, I will say something before I got distracted by the Lambs of Dalamud and the oddly topical nature of whatever the fuck it was they were doing. But, let's see. Scrounge around in the brain parts. Nope, still don't remember. I'm sure I'll come up with it eventually. Either way, I can appreciate just how goddamn beautiful this game is. The music is so fitting. What's up, buddy? What is that run? Look at that. Why? Why do you, like, the contortion? I don't... That hurts just to look at it, man. Is that 3? Cool. What is the other one I need? Mightling. I think that's down and to the left. Also known as southwest. I'm gonna be real, I did actually have to think about that for a second. I'm like, wait. It's like never eat shredded wheat, right? Oh. What's up, Mightling? What? Back up off my Cheerios, buddy. Why would a level 4 aggro me? I thought it was a 20 level gap. Cool. Okay. Rank 2 difficulty. Do we need anything? I don't think I have anything in North Shroud or level like 40. So East Shroud out the wazoo. And then a couple of South Shroud. And one in the Central Shroud, and I know exactly where that one is, I think. I've done this about 3 or 4 times now, you think I'd remember it. This is actually literally at the beginning, the level 12s. Oh, hey, how's it going? Apparently you still count, even though you're in a different zone. Alright. Cool. Wait. Did that work? That totally friggin' worked! Awesome! Okay, that looks like a new player, not a bot. So I was leveling one of my other characters off stream a little bit before logging onto this, and I was running into this really weird thing where it was like I was doing a quest and spawning mobs, and then for whatever reason 2 to 3 times what should be spawned was spawning, and I was like, what the hell is this shit? Why is this happening? I don't understand. Can somebody please explain to me what I'm seeing? And it wasn't until 15 or 20 minutes later that I saw one of the mobs that was fighting me just kind of break off and start just running in a random direction, and I'm going, what the hell is this? Why? Like, I don't understand. What is, like, has the game been possessed by Satan? Somebody please explain. And then I clicked on the mob and was like, oh, it's targeting something with a complete gibberish bullshit name of all consonants. I'm like, oh, okay, there's a bot. And I tried targeting the bot. Yeah, no, the bot's just not there. It's invisible. It's invisible and technically untargetable. Like, I tried to target it and it would just, like, disappear. And I'm like, oh, that seems completely legal. It seems as of yet that there is no, like, right-click ban feature. Even though I looked it up online, at least Googled it anyway, it says there's supposed to be a right... I don't see, like, a right-click report ban, so I actually had to go through, the send help function and open a ticket to be like, yo, this dude's botting. And I'm pretty sure there's way more than just that, but that's the only one I could target. And I quite literally had to write it down on a sheet of paper because every time I tried to right-click target it or what have you, I had to look back through my, what do you call this thing? like my combat log. I had to look through that in order to be able to get the guy's name, but it would automatically page me to the end. I need a tree and... Trying to find something that says, like, the song I Need a Hero, but for whatever reason, I can't think of the melody right now. I know, I'm a bad person. It's fine. I've gotten used to it. I need a tree and... Ew, wait, what the fuck is... I'm looking over here, right? I'm looking straight that way. Maybe that's the exit to Central Shroud, but that's... I mean, I know all of this is Scarytown, USA. What the fuck is that in the distance? Do you see that? What is that? I need... I want to... Words. So yeah, let me go back to what I said before. What the fuck is that? I want to see that. Where is that? Is that past Central Shroud? Like, is that... So, if I'm facing... It's like somewhere over here by... I guess that's by Mordona? I want to see it, Mom. I want to go there. I know it's a set piece and I'll never be able to see it. And, you know... Not to talk shit about Blizzard, but unlike Blizzard, they're... Squeenix is very good about maintaining invisible walls so you don't get to places you're not supposed to go. But I want to see it, Mom! I want to see the giant death spiral thing. What is that? Distracted by shiny objects. Gotta find a tree. What was I talking about before? I can't remember what I was talking about before. At all. I guess it can't be important. I'm sure I'll come back to it later. Or I'll just start talking about it like I'd never discussed it prior. Yep. Thank you. So I've finalized that. 3200 EXP. Not bad. I mean, that's about 5% EXP currently. What? Really? I can't walk under here? What is this shenaniganry? Why do you tease me? It looks perfectly walkable. Buttheads. Fine. Let me see if I can... Wait. Where am I going? Oh, okay. I'm in level 35 land. Yeah, I'm in level 37 land. We're gonna sprint into town. And we're gonna pretend that they didn't see me, because as much as I would love to talk shit about being, you know, giant angry cat man that can take on anybody and anything, I want to level up first before I start talking smack, because they will murder me very quickly. But since I'm here, you know, I may as well get the Aether Point in the Aether Node. And I still have another 3 friggin' minutes. Or potentially even seeing anything for the... What is that? Oh, that's what I saw in the distance. What the fuck is that? So that's definitely got to be something in Mordona, right? Because Central Shroud is like right the frig over here. So that's like... Mordona is... So that's... That's the Shroud, right? Like if you look at the Black Shroud... That's Kurthus, right there. Right? You look at Mordona. Get the... Yeah. So that's Mordona, right? That's... Oh no, that's Kurthus. Never mind. That's actually Kurthus right there. So... If... The Central Shroud... is like... Actually to the east. So the Mordona is like over here somewhere. So this actually literally is me staring into whatever the frick that is. There's some kind of water system? Or is that a mountain? Like, do you see whatever that is? Is that a mountain or is that... That's a water system, right? Because that's Thanalan. That's got to be a sea of some kind, right? What am I looking at? What is that? How did I not pay attention to this before? What the fuck is that? There's a goddamn halo in Final Fantasy XIV. What is that? And you can't go there either. Because clearly the path goes this way. Or that way. But not this way. So that's just a set piece. What the fuck is that, though? That is so cool looking. I want to go there, Mom. Why can't I go there? Why can't I play with fun things? That's not fair. How dare you, game? I want to visit the giant, scary Halo place. At least want to check to see if Cortana's there. I mean, well, that's more like a Halo 2, Halo 3 reference. I don't know if the kids today know that. Okay. Wait, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. Doing hunting walk. I got distracted. It happens sometimes. So I gotta go to Central Shroud. Oh, the Arbor Buzzards. Can I... What is this? I've never actually gone over here before. Is this just like RP fodder? You go around and kind of RP walk and... I wonder what the RP servers are. I've asked this question before. I know that for... Oh, he kind of has a little waddle that's so cute. Like, if you see it, he's kind of got a little, like, knock-kneed waddle thing going on. I mean, it's probably product of the fact that he's supposed to be a quadruped and somehow, for some reason, is not. But we're not going to discuss the scientific, you know, the geological? Physiological? Whatever. We're not going to discuss how impossible it is for a giant tiger to be walking on his hind legs without, you know, severe repercussions. Either way, he's so cute. I'm just saying. It's adorable. He's got a hip swagger, too. I can respect that. But I gotta get the Arbor Buzzards in Central Shroud. Oh, yeah. I was saying RP walk. I'm guessing that's just an RP thing. RP servers. I know that, from my understanding, Balmung and Hyperion are kind of considered the NA RP servers. I wonder if they're RP servers for EU and Japanese, like, data centers. Or if RP is just a fairly strictly... Would that be an NA thing? I imagine that Japanese players, or, you know, Eastern players would enjoy the good old roleplay as well, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. I can already go to Gridania by myself. I was just trying to... Hey! I killed enough time for it to work. Fantastic. Okay. So time to piss off our group mates by not skipping the cutscenes. Hopefully it's just an intro, though. I think at this point it's just intros. It's later on, the quests, you'll get the 3 or 4 minute cutscenes. But even so, the intros are pretty cool by itself. You know, I never realized they were actually creating a force field for something. And these intros are cool looking. They are pretty impressive. Hello? I can has... There we go. Aw, we have a new healer. Okay. That's cool. As long as you don't get me killed repeatedly, I'm fine with whatever. But... I love that animation, dude. Still best in class. I suppose at this level it doesn't matter if we're targeting the same mobs or not. They die fairly fast by themselves. Oh, wow. A Rogan and Caster. I mean, see, for some reason there's a part of me that's still stuck forever in sort of Final Fantasy XI mode where I see things like Rogan and Casters and my brain is just like, that's not right. Gulkas don't have an MP pool like that. Or I see Lalafell Paladins and my brain is like, no, their HP pool is so low though. What is wrong with you? And then I remember it's Final Fantasy XIV and those things are kind of irrelevant. I mean, hell, those things have been kind of irrelevant in Final Fantasy XI for, what, several years now, since the whole 99 cap I mean, like, you can still min-max. There's still a noticeable difference in Final Fantasy XI. But it's... back the fuck off there, buddy. Nope. You stay right over here. Fight me, buddy. There we go. Oh, new tanks part. I mean, it's also like level 19 tanks where they don't really have any way to pull things back, specifically speaking. They don't really have much of that AoE at this level, I believe. And I may be talking out of my ass because I legit just don't remember. That seems to be the case in most low-level dungeons of any kind in any game, just period across the board. But I still, you know, I still look at Rogadins and Lalafells and Makotes, and I'm just like, no, they should be this class because that's what they're designed for. And admittedly, these races, you know, they do have a stat difference. You know, they are better suited to certain things versus others. Having said that, it's a small enough difference that unless you're trying to super min-max, it really doesn't matter all that much. So I imagine, I don't know if... So this is a really kind of ignorant question, and this is coming just from a place of ignorance, not, you know, trolling or what have you. But is there... Yay! I got a spell I never use. Wonderful. Well, that's not true. I use it from time to time, but it just... I use it basically like, oh yeah, I have this button. Let me click it. But, does Final Fantasy XIV have anywhere near the WoW equivalent of, like, a world-first race? I know that raiding is apparently a thing to an extent. Not nearly the extent as WoW is, but that's because WoW is basically built specifically for raiding. Oh, you get back up off me. You need to back up off my shit, buddy. There, see? Use that weakness button. Get wrecked. Deal 10% less damage. Feel bad about yourself. But is there a thing for, like, world first rating? I know they do. I mean, obviously, everybody does progression rating. If there's anything that you can progress in, somebody's going to be progressing on it, regardless. But is there such a thing as sort of like, you know, the world first race? You know, where people really do the pressure that you really have to min-max to see who can be the first one to do it? Or is it, you know, or is that not as big of a deal with Final Fantasy XIV as it is with WoW? Because with WoW, like, you know, I get it. People min-max. People want to be the best that they can possibly be with their characters. That's fine. That's cool. I can respect that. Having said that, they're fucking crazy. I mean, you know, the world-first guilds and everything will literally spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, you know, on gold for BOEs, or they'll spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on race changes and, you know, faction changes and server changes and all that shit, because it gives them something like a 0.01% chance, or it gives them 0.2% DPS, or in most cases, don't need it. Click the thingy. Thingy has been clicked. You know, or in most cases, it's because there's a racial that just happens to be either really strong for a particular fight or just overtly useful in more situations than others. You know, for instance, I remember hearing something about Dark Iron Dwarves in WoW because they have a bleed resist of some kind. Or, their racial clears some kind of debuff, and I can't remember what kind it is at the moment because I suck. And I'm a scrub, and that's how I roll. I suppose. I've made my peace with it. But something about their racial is slightly better, is the slightly better option, so they're more than likely going to be going Dark Iron Dwarf or something like that. I don't know. I don't exactly remember what the hullabaloo is, but I'm curious as to whether or not Final Fantasy XIV has that same level of, for lack of a better term, fanaticism. Okay. Who needs it? Come here, buddy. Come here. That's fine. I can take some hits. I will tank this guy, because otherwise he's going to murder you. Come here. I'm gonna line of sight you. There you go. I'm gonna be honest, at first I kind of forgot line of sight was a thing. My bad. I was too busy talking, not busy paying attention to what the hell I was doing. One thing I do appreciate about these dungeons is they do make a good they really do hammer in the basics of dungeoneering. You know, they will teach you, you know, ranged and melee mobs. They will teach you the purpose, you know, the importance of kiting. They'll teach you the importance of, you know, line of sight. They'll teach you the importance of clearing debuffs and stuff like that. Give me the treasure coffer because it is cool. I literally have no need for that because it's exactly what I got for free, but cool to have it anyway. Yep. Oh god, press the wrong button. There we go. At this point, it really doesn't matter if we single target these things or not because they die so quickly, it's insane. Use the debuff. Get debuff full. Feel the pain of 10% less damage. Huzzah. And what? Etc. and sundry and whatnot. You know, at first it felt really weird having disembowel at like level 15, but I'm totally okay with it. It's one of the things I remember not liking a year and a half ago, or however long ago, about my, don't need that. Don't need that. Definitely use that. Oh, wait. That's an earring. I can't use that. Shit. That was a mistake. Yeah, no. I feel like an asshole. I forgot it has stats. So I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely better. No, the one I have gives me like 30% extra experience. So that is definitely always going to be the better option. Just always. Period. End of story. I was saying something, I forgot what it was. What was I saying? Trying to remember. Oh yeah, I mean, I can appreciate Final Fantasy XIV's dungeon experience for sort of, if not necessarily, they don't necessarily tutorialize it because that's really holding your hand too much, but they throw at you different options that you kind of have to pay attention to, so it does train you on what to expect in later dungeons, even if they are simple. For somebody that is new to MMOs, or especially new to, or specifically new to Final Fantasy XIV, you know, it kind of helps them. It helps them show them the ropes. Whereas, you know, in a lot of cases, WoW dungeons, because they were made in Classic, you know, they have a very different feel to them. So, and also there's the issue of WoW's overall community, especially when leveling, such that, you know, WoW players assume that everyone's an alt. There's no such thing as, like, you know how there's no girls on the internet sort of deal? You know, there are no new players in WoW. They just don't exist. They're all alts. And if somebody says they're new, that's just because they're... What's the word? It's not snowballing. What is the word for when people are deliberately hiding on a new character or a new account? There's the smurfing, right? That's where a high-ranking player is on a, like, new account, so that way they can basically steamroll people, something to that effect. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. There you go. That's a good cookie. You stay over here, huh? I'm gonna tank him, and y'all do your thing over there. Let me know when you're ready. And we can finish him off, yeah? Something I do appreciate about Lancers in low-level content is that we're kind of like off-tanks. We're not really supposed to be off-tanks, but we're totally off-tanks. Either that, or I just play them entirely wrong. Splendid knives, huh? No. Nope. I didn't want to greed that, but that's fine. Stabbity stab stab. Okie dokie. We go this way. Yeah, we go this way. I love the dungeon design in this game. Even though it is basically just a series of corridors, so not really all that much different than, you know, WoW. I love the fact that it feels more winding. They feel like dungeons. They tend to feel more claustrophobic. You know, they feel different, more varied. You know, it doesn't feel literally like a series of hallways every single solitary time. There is a little bit more visual variety, if nothing else. What's up? Okay. So, gotta keep an eye out so that way the healer doesn't get caught. Like that. Come here, buddy. Back we go. Come here. There you go. Go back to the tank. Or, you know, I can just off-tank. That's fine as well. Like I said, it seems like low-level lancers are kind of designed to off-tank because we have plate, just like gladiators do. Gladiators and warriors. Point. Yeah, they figured it out. I was trying to find the point without typing. The point emote, that is to say. Why is he running? You know what? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to question him. He seems to be having a grand old time. I'm not going to judge him. He's holding hate. He's fine. Let me kill that one. Well, okay, I guess we're racing. DPS race. I'm probably gonna lose. Nope, I won. Yay. Suck it to the DPS. One of the DPS, who is clearly better than I am because he has an actual job. And he's a Rogadin, so that's automatically like plus points to you. Yep. Okay. Will I aggro if I do this? Yep. Yeah, I will aggro. Oh no, they aggroed him. Okay, that's fine. So wait, what did that do? I mean, I already... That's a stupid question. I kind of know what it did. Wap-ba-ba-dup. Wap-ba-ba-dup. Oh shit. Hey, you, back up off my Cheerios. Back up off my Rogan buddy. This area is a little bit repetitive because you're basically fighting the same dude 3 times, but you're fighting essentially 3 different phases. It gets a little bit more difficult every time, so. But I will definitely say this is by far from the worst dungeon. I'm pretty sure that... What is the dungeon that you have to fight the giant scorpion spider thing? Whatever the frig that dungeon is, that might be the worst dungeon in the game that I've played so far. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. It's so terrible. Actually, I want to see what that does. I've always clicked past this. Okay. Cool. Who summons me from the void to reside within this cruel vessel? Okay. So, okie dokie then. Kill the ad when he goes invulnerable. I don't necessarily know who needs to hear that, but I get the feeling the tank may need a refresher. And it's sad that I, as the newbie, is like, yeah, by the way, this is how this fight goes, like that. And this is definitely one of those nice, it's not tutorialization, but it's a nice teachable moment. A trainable moment. It trains you on how the game is played. So, because this, you know, unlike most earlier WoW dungeons, getting back to what I was saying before when I got distracted by shiny objects, you know, where you can literally just blow through whatever mechanics there are, you know, there are certain mechanics in these low-level dungeons that absolutely require that you have to do that. You can't ignore them because you can't beat the fight otherwise. Like, they go invulnerable, or they disappear, or, you know, the mobs, you know, the boss gets healed from standing in the goop, or what have you. You have to actually do it. Okay, can't stun that. But yay for old god things. Are old god things, or, you know, old god, like older god type stuff, the Cthulhu type shit. Has this shown anywhere else in the game other than this dungeon? Or is it just here where you just see, like, faceless monsters and shit? Okie dokie. Ooh, 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 ooh. Limit break. I'm gonna limit break. And it's gonna be fucking amazing. Oh, he was fucking invulnerable. No. Oh, that's so... Oh, I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm salty. The salt is real. Okay, well, nothing else. It's still a cool animation. It's still neat looking. I still appreciate it. And the little end credits here. Doesn't really show much of anything, but I love them anyway. They make me happy. They shouldn't, but it does. I'm a simple person. Wabba-la-la-da. Wabba, 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 fair, wabba, fair, wabba, wabba, fair. For the group. Take care. Do-do-do. Hey, I've received a player recommendation. Booyah. That always makes me a little bit happy. When, as a Lancer, I tend to receive player commendations. It seems to happen a lot more often at lower levels than when I get higher levels. Maybe because at lower levels, I can essentially off-tank. You know, I have a little bit more utility at really low levels like this, like 17 to 30. It seems Lancers have a lot more utility than most other DPS classes do, so I have the ability to off-tank. I have the ability to kite. You know, I have the ability to sort of self-heal. I mean, all DPS classes have Bloodbath here in Second Wind, but, you know, I do enough. I have Life Surge, which gives me a guaranteed crit, and it's self-heal. It's not a very good self-heal, but it is a self-heal. Like, I am tankier than most of the DPS classes, so... Welcome back, Garn. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You've made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talents for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Thoughtful pose. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of light. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able-bodied souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. Ah, as if to illustrate the point. So if you guys ever go outside Sastasha, you'll see this group here doing their own thing. Hello! Hello, Maxhelm! Swagtron 3000, huh? Okay. I can appreciate the name. I like it. I like the new digs. Any particular reason that changed out that way? But, they had, they were kind of standing out there. She is the healer. The one dude that was being a total dick and berating her is apparently her fiance, and just like... And I remember talking to them and being like, wow, that's, I mean, it's kind of interesting that they have those little NPCs you can talk to, because it's a Final Fantasy game, why wouldn't they have that? But it's a really interesting detail, and lo and behold, you're like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then all of a sudden, those people show up. I got drunk one night, and let's say mistakes were made. Glad you like the name, too. I mean, Swagtron 3000, I have seen way worse names than Swagtron 3000, so, I mean, I kind of wish I could change, well, actually, can I change my name? Because at this point, I basically keep calling myself the MMO Tourist, which is weird, because I know I changed the title for that. Hold on, let me reload my stuff, because I know I changed that title. It is, I did. But, because at this point I basically call myself an MMO tourist, or a video game tourist, because I never stay with the game long enough to really complete it. So... Really? That's good to know. Oh, I guess it's, you can't change your name to something that's already been taken, probably. Excuse me, what? Man, that was such a weak sauce burp. I know I can do better than that. Aw. If Era's gone, it's all your fault. If you hadn't taken age to heal him, he would still be... see, y'all motherfuckers blaming the healer for everything. Fuck all y'all. Stop standing out of the bad. Stop standing in the fucking fire, and we can heal you. If you stand in the fire and die, it's your own goddamn fault. But I tried. He bolted out of range. See? The tag's just like, I'm going to giga pull and run 60 yards out of the way and then run around a corner and through a hallway and pull 30 mobs and then die and be like, well, why am I dead? Why did the healer sucks, man? Stop being bad. You're bad and you should feel bad. Stop it. You lose track of your healer and die, that's your own damn fault. Stay with the healer. Damn it. Things are going pretty okay. I'm actually really enjoying Final Fantasy XIV, as a matter of fact. I'm in the process of leveling my third character to 50. Not like job, like my third character, like 3 separate characters on 3 separate data servers to see how quickly the quote-unquote new or revised, refreshed, whatever, streamlined 1 through 50 experience is. The first 2 I did just to kind of get a feel for what I needed to do to hit 50 without having to, like, stop and grind or, you know, try to catch up due to a gap in main story quest levels. The third one, the one I'm doing now, I'm actually quite literally doing without any sort of experience bonus just to see what the difference would be. I think I'm still going to be able to hit 50 regardless without hitting any sort of roadblock, but just out of curiosity, I'm doing it anyway. So, we shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Oh, sweetheart, you, like, sweet summer child, like you were in, sounds like you were in an abusive relationship, honey. Like, you shouldn't have lightened his burden. He should have stopped being a dick, is what he should have done. That's his own damn fault. Bah, to hell's with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving. It'd be too soon if I ever see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. Oh, damn. I only suffered you for your healing. You couldn't even get that one thing right. Cruel as this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Damn! Fuck all of you, man. Like, Jesus. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been in bad parties before, too, where I'm just like, fuck all of you. You're terrible. Like, I've dealt with badiators before, but damn. Oh, and by the way, some parting advice. Get rid of Avera's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hell you like, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's... Just get rid of it. Oh, she's carrying around the dude's head. Oh, that's right. So I'm not going to spoil it, but I do remember where that's from. And, dude, that's one of the story bits I do remember is post-level 50 content. So one thing I do like about Final Fantasy XIV, I love about it, is the fact that the hard mode dungeons, or the max level dungeons, they're not just the exact same dungeons you had before, but just with, you know, different numbers to the attach. There's actually like an updated version of the dungeon. It continues the story. So it's not just like, you know, we're going to take a trip back in time or whatever. You're literally saying, okay, you did this dungeon at that level. Now you have to go back here because things are different and things have changed. I love that. That is so fucking cool. I love the fact that they continue the story. And they do continue the story. And holy shit, it gets super creepy super quick. I couldn't get into the game. It's a great game, but it just didn't really grab me. No, I can totally understand why. Like, honestly, the story content up to 50 can be a real fucking slog. Like, I'm on my 3rd character up to 50. This is technically the 4th, because now I'm actually replaying the story for the story, because I don't really remember it much anymore. And there are definite parts where, even with this streamlined, it still got the same story beats. So there are parts, namely the Titan Quest, like the Titan Quest line, where it's just... Like, I hate the Titan Quest line. It's cute. There are a lot of cute parts to it, but also just please, just end my fucking suffering. Why is this a thing? Why? This story is so stupid. Like, there's apparently this world-ending phenomenon that's about to be brought to your realm and destroyed before your heals. But dude, you know, don't hate me, but I need your help for this really banging feast. So if you want my help to help end this realm-ending what the fuck ever, you're gonna have to help me with this feast. Oh, and by the way, by the end, yeah, that was just totally me hazing you. I'm sure you've got it. It's fine. You know, like, we were just trying to test you. You can test me with something else more legitimate. Like, set me against my, like, the reveal of the story just made me so mad. Like, I get that it was basically like a hazing ritual or a trial or what. Like, it made me so mad. It's so stupid, and it makes, I want to punch every character in the face who's part of that story. Except for the one Rogadin who's wearing the leopard print Sublicar. He's an idiot, but he's amazing. He's my favorite character. Don't leave me alone, please! I'm so sorry, Avera. Please forgive me. I just get this feeling that they didn't animate it, but she's probably, like, staring at this dude's decomposing head. Be like, I'm so sorry. Please give me kisses. Oh God, I just grossed myself out. Oh, yeah, no, lady, you need to get rid of that dude's head. Like, on the real. There is something seriously wrong with that chick. Things like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Maybe you should not hire baddies. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers for your experience. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I want to trust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you were nothing if not reliable. Sugar. If you think me might be able to interested in this task, say the word and I'll be glad to share the details with you. Nod. I love the fact that all the characters that start with that choker have, like, this big, gigantic, like, pimp necklace. And it's completely worthless. Like, it has, like, one of every stat or something stupid. But it's just this big banging pimp necklace. I love it.